Today I'm going to introduce you to my custom USD management tool called USD Share that makes it easy to work with USD files, sublayers, multiple DCCs like Houdini, Katana, Unreal Engine, all from a single interface. This is an overview of the UI and buttons. Let's start by looking at the interface. The username and session name, enter your username and session to organize your work. You have to select home, then select multiple DCCs, Houdini, Katana, Unreal Engine. Then you have the port number, this is for the socket. And it's connecting on 999 using the loopback address or 127.0.0.1. Then you import in USD, import USD. You have the ping, this will ping it. You have the setup with the test cube. This will set up a situation using a test cube. The setup with imported USD, that's the one I'm going to use today. You have the add and update sublayer. It will add a sublayer using the user or update it. If you check here, then I'll set up one. And then in the main one, it will have references to the other two sublayers. So it'll have the update one, and then it will have the username one. Have the update sublayer, then the username sublayer. So it'll be in Brin, test, Brin, and then USDA. And then the update one will have the USD code you imported. It will transfer onto that file, create a new sublayer. Then in the Brin, and then the test session layer, it will have the file for the username sublayer. This copies the socket code. Then you put the socket code in. I'll press apply twice just to show that it's now in use. Then you can import the sublayer. This is the main sublayer imported. So I quickly set up the nodes. It will have the update layer and it will have the Brin sublayer from here. This is calling the Brin sublayer, which is in there, Brin test. Brin sublayer will copy it to points using a grid that's inside. So from that, if it's set as Brin and the username, you can export. If I check here, now it has it in the Brin sublayer, so I can turn off the Brin sublayer and it's back to the original. And then you have the light sublayer. From that, light, I'll create a new sublayer. And if I check here, now there's a new sublayer for the lighting department, for light. Now I can edit that one, which will be in the light. And it will create a light. And then if I export that one with the username light, if I check the original, now I'll have both of them in it. So you got the Brin one and the light one. Light one, Brin one. Yeah, so that's both of the sublayers which you can turn on and off, and you can have multiple sublayers because you can have multiple usernames and it will create them. This would be most likely in like a network share folder, so you can share it with a lot of people and all work on the USD without destructively interfering with other people's workflow. And I made a USD for this one that I was working on in the port, just like 9097. Start the socket, see the socket's now running. And then I connected it, 997. So if you match the port here, 997. and put it to Katana. Import, I'll just import the same, and then it'll import it. And this is the code for the USD. It'll browse, then it'll create a stage of the main USD, add then the root layer, the update layer, the transfer layer. The update layer will transfer it from the file path. So we'll get the USD and we'll put it in the update sublayer. And then it'll append it on the root layer. And then it will save the layer. Yeah. And in the add sublayer, it will get the stage, the main one. It will get the folder. And that will be in the home, the user, in the session. You'll get the update layer, then the layer path, you'll set it as that, and then the layer, it will look for the layer. And if it doesn't find the layer, then it'll create a new one. It'll transfer the content from the update layer to now the new sublayer that you created. And then the stage, the root layer, it'll append another reference to it. Then it will save and save.